Hello, my lovely friends. Today I'll be teaching you how to make circular gown. Yes, this gown will be having a gather at the down parts, the short gown to be having a gather, and the neck to be having a cape on the neckline. Now I will be folding my fabric now. First of all, you will determine the length of the dress you're making. Now, if you're making like this is I'm making now is because I will be adding gather at the down part, so the length I'll be taking is 35. Yes, while the full length of this dress is 43. Now I'll be making the flare one 35, while the rest one will be for the gather. Now, first of all, like I said, you will determine the length first of all. I've already determined, measure out the length of this one, and this length of this one is down to this place. After I've measured the length, I will take my fabric like this and fold it into two. See how I fold it? You hold the tip of the mouth of the dress, the wrapper like this, the material, whichever one you're using. You hold the mouth of from this side of the mouth and to this other mouth, and fold it into two. Fold it into two. Fold it into two. Look at. Make sure you reach to the place you want it to be, to the full length. I will be taking it from the back side. Okay. So after I fold it into two like this, I make sure that get to these two edges is folded together like this. So I use pin to hold it down so that I don't want it to shift. I don't want after folding it to avoid now I have this pin to hold it together. I like using pin for my work, so I pin it, especially for beginners. You want to make any dress, just use pin for your work. So after I fold it like this, after folding it into two like this, see how I fold it into two. I bring this hand, my left hand like this, and this is my right hand. I take it, just make it like this, and it's just like where I'm folding triangle. Look at it, and I will be doing it like this. I take it to this and this other side to fold my shape, my triangle shape. So this flare now is what they call double flare. Yes, this is double flare. Fold it into two. So I folded this triangle shape. Look at how it looks. So I'll be taking my measurements now. First of all, I will take the shoulder. The shoulder is 8.5. That is my shoulder. My back shoulder divided by 2 is 8.5. Now, if your shoulder is 16 or this is 17, I divide it into 2 is 8.5. You make straight line. You make straight line like this. So from here to here is my shoulder length, 8.5. From this my shoulder length here, I will take my armhole. So get your armhole. Is this your shoulder line is armhole? You don't need to start measuring your armhole to know your armhole or to determine your armhole. Your shoulder is your armhole. Now my shoulder now is 8.5, and that same 8.5 is what I will use for my armhole. My armhole here is 8.5. Please, when taking this measurement, don't start from this middle part here. Start from this side here, this edges here. That is place you will take your measurement. Remember, I folded it this A-line shape, this A-line way, you know, because if you take your armhole from this middle side, it will make it to be so expanded. It's not going to give you what you are looking for. So you take your measurement from these edges here, this part here. So from this shoulder here, I take straight the 8.5, and this dress, the measurement I'll be needing is my shoulder, my armhole, and my underbust. So underbust of this person here is 15 inches. It's 15 inches. Let me give it 14. It's 14 inches. The underbust, there is underbust after the bust, the under of the bust. That is what I call under the bust. And what I'll be needing again is the full length. Sorry for that. So the neck, because I said in this tutorial I'll be adding cape for the neck. The neck, I will take the width of the neck. I'll take 4 inches. 4 inches is okay for this one. Depends how you want the wideness to be. You can take 5 or 4.5. But in this video, I'm taking 4 inches. 4 inches from the width. 4 inches. The length is the same 4 inches. That is 4 by 4. So the same thing. I'm cutting both the back and the front neck. Please, when cutting your making your dress, please use French cuff with it. It gives you round shape. Now I place my French cuff and make round cuff. See? So this is my neckline. Remember, I said the width is 4, the length is 4. Now the armhole. Before I take my armhole, before I cuff my armhole, I will take my bust measurement first. Remember, I said I need bust measurement. The measurement here is 46. 46, yes. 46 divided by 4. So I said my bust 46. 46 divided by 4 is 11.5. 11.5. You need bust measurement for this one. You need bust measurement. So to give you perfect shape, you need bust measurement. So I hope you understand what I did here. My bust here. Now from this I will add, or if you are making any dress, just to give it free space, as in free weight, you know, you add 2 inches to it. Now 11 plus that 2 inches, I add 2 inches. I don't want to add it together. I don't want you to get confused. That is why I say that I will do it one by one. Now after I took the I take the bust measurement, 46 divided by 4, that is 11.5, and I've measured that 11.5. That is the first measurement. And now I add another 2 inches. This is not my sewing allowance. It's for any, if you're making free dress like this, you need it. This one is for fitted. This particular 11.5 is the normal fitted dress for anyone. But for the free for free dress, you will add 2 inches. Remember, I said this is not my sewing allowance. I will add the sewing allowance after these 2 inches. Now I add 1 inch. I add my 2 inches. Sorry for this. I add 2 inches to join with this my fitted measurement. Now if I If I measure it together, it gives me 13.5. And I add my same allowance. My same allowance here is 1 inches. I hope you understand what I mean here. Now I don't need to um take measurement for this underbust. It's not, you don't need it. From this my underbust, I will just, from this particular this underbust here, to get perfect shape for this hairline, just come inside, just come in by 1 inches like this. You see, come in inside the, as in come in by 1 inches. You don't need to take any measurement from this underbust. It's not necessary, because it's a free dress. You know, it's a circular dress. Yes. Now after that, I'm going to take my full measurement. Now I will start from this, from my shoulder here. I take my full measurement. Like I said my full measurement is 35, and I'm adding gathers at the down parts. From there now, I take my 35. This is my 35 here. I take my 35 like this. So I'm going to be taking this like this, from my shoulder here. Sorry for this, table is very small. Sorry for this, very sorry. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Nevertheless, I will explain it in a way that everyone will understand it. From this shoulder here, I will take my full length down to where I want it to be. This is where I want it to be, and this is how I'm going to be taking it with my chalk to curve it to meet with this where the is. So I'll be taking it. Because of my table is very small, so I'll be taking it all the way around. After that, I will now cut my dress. So I'm taking my handle now. From this shoulder, I just curve it. So make it these 2 inches I added here, not from this one, from this place here. Take it from here, from this shoulder here down to this bust. Please, on my video I don't take shoulder slants. I don't use it on my video, on any of my press. Please, that is how I make my bone, and it come out very well. Now this is how I shape my armhole, and you can use your French curve to curve it very well if you want. Now after that, from this armhole part here, remember I go in by 1 inches on the other bust, and from this place, this my armhole here, I will start curving. Just give it a little shape to meet this 1 inches. Don't just cut it like that. You need to put and give it shape somehow. You know, that is why I take it from the under bust down to the full length here. So I'll be cutting it now, and you will see how I'm doing it. I'll be cutting from this up here. I'm cutting the armhole now. Let me show you this, what I did here. Remember I said this is the normal measurement of the dress, as in the fitted one. This is the fitted measurement. Why this one is the it is straight sewing, you know, it will give you some loose to avoid tightening at the bust. In fact, if you're making any dress, you need to add 2 inches from that bust side. It will, even without you attaching padded. With these 2 inches you add to your normal measurement, to your main measurement, it will free the bust side. It will make the bra, your bust, to relax very well. So I start the curving from this 1 inches I added. So if I want to join it now, with this 1 inches I will just join straight down. So I've cut the armhole like this, and now I will cut the neckline. Remember, I'm cutting both the neck, both the front and the back as the neckline. Now we're cutting the neck of my dress like this. Why I make it wide front and back is because I'm adding cape on it. But you can still make the back of your dress up, you know, like 4 by 2 or 4 by 3, depends your choice. Even 4 by 1, depends. But this one I'm making it 4 by 4. So I'm cutting it now. So I cut my shoulder. So I'm done cutting this dress. So this is how to cut this dress. So I will be taking it to machine now to go and sew it. Remember, I said this dress will be having a cape, you know, the very cape. I'll be adding a pocket on it, and it will be having a gather, this down part. So I'll be adding gather on it, and to get to attach pockets in everyone. If you're adding pockets for any dress, you measure after joining your shoulder to shoulder. You take your tape and measure from that shoulder to 20. This 20 is for everybody. Yes, it's for everybody. This 20. Now I measure 20 inches, whether fat or slim. You know, this 20 is somehow at the navel side. From there, the length of the pocket will be 8 for the hand to enter. 8 is okay. 8 is okay. This 8 is okay for adults. 8 is okay for adults, for hand to enter. And the pocket I will be adding, I'll be attaching to it. The length will be 12 by, and the width will be 9. But I will show that before cutting it. So this is the cutting. Just remain the sewing. So we're cutting the sleeve now. So I don't want to explain this sleeve or so much like that, because I don't want this video to be longer than this. But I've made video on how to make perfect sleeve. I explained that video very well, because this sleeve of a thing, it has calculation. You don't just carve your sleeve like that. It has calculation. So I've made video on how to cut perfect sleeve. Just watch out of the video and you watch it and see how I cut it. I'll be cutting the sleeve now. I will take my shoulder, like my armhole. As my shoulder is my armhole, 8.5. I will still add that's the 2 inches I added for that my post side. I will still add it, and I add my same allowance 1 inches. So whatever I add for the bust of my dress, that is the same measurement. That is the same allowance I'll be adding on the sleeve. From my calf sleeve, like I said, I've made video on how to do this. It has calculation. Yes. Just watch out for the video and see how I made it. It's very, very easy. It has long calculation. That is why I can't start explaining it on this video. If I start explaining it, it will make this video to be longer than the way I I want it to be. I like using my French cuff. It gave me this exactly the shape want. My round sleeve. My round sleeve is 15 inches. That is 7.5. My round sleeve is 7.5 inches. Yes. And I'm still gonna add my 2 inches and add my 1 inches. The better you add enough allowance after the sewing, you trim off the excess. After that, just sorry for the length. The length is 8 inches plus my 1 inch same allowance. So after that, I notch the edge here. That is the sleeve. So for, like I said, it will be having a cape. To be having pockets on it. These pockets, there is two way of cutting pockets. You can just place your hand. Remember, it's a pocket start from the level for 20 for everyone. Yes, 20. Now just use your hand to measure your set that you're putting your hand. How it will be like this. I put my hand like this, and I use chalk to draw the line. Like this one now is 12 by 9 inches. Yes, it's okay like that. Or if you don't want to do that, just take 12 inches the length, while the wideness of it is 9 inches. It's okay. After that, just give some curve, at the down part. Give curve there on yourself. So I cut it 4 pieces. Four pieces. One is for the front, one for the back, for this left hand side. But I'll be putting one this side, one this side. Later I will now close it together. So before I will cut my cape for my dress, before I will cut cape for this dress, I will first of all, like I said, I will join the shoulder first. After joining the shoulder, I will now measure the round neck of it, and whatever I get from that, I will use it to cut my cape. So just wait for this sewing. It's very easy. But please, before, if you have not subscribed before watching this video, I beg you, please help me to subscribe on this my channel. Press on that red button down there and subscribe for me. That is the way you will support me on this channel. Just help me to subscribe on this my channel, like this my video, and share this my video. As you do so, may God bless you so much. So you watch out for the sewing. I'll be making the sewing now. Thank you. Alright, I've joined the shoulder. This is how I join it. I hold a half inches from the two shoulder. This is the front side and this is the back side. I hold it together and sew half inches, and the same thing other side. So I've joined the shoulder together. I said I will be putting I'll be attaching a cape on it. So like I said, after joining the shoulder together like this, just place it down and use tape to measure it round. I'm cutting a round plate for it. So I will measure round this neck to get my cape, measurement. So if I measure it like this, I'll measure it like this with my tape. So I will got 34. The round of it is 34. So I will use this measurement to cut the cake. So I've just like the way I folded the blouse, as in the gown, triangle. You can cut if you are putting zip on your cape. You're putting zip at the back. You don't need to cut it round. You will fold it the same way I folded the gown when I was cutting it. That is how you will cut your cape. If you're adding zip at the back, you will fold it the way I folded the gown when I was cutting it. But in this particular video, I'm not putting zip on it. So how I fold it is first of all I fold it the same into two like this. I fold it into two. This is one. This is into two. I join it together like this. I hope you see what I'm doing. This one, when I cut it, there will not be anything, any joining of this. There will not be any joining for it. This one is just round straight. So what I need here is the measurement. So this 34 I got. The 34, I divide this 34 into 4. You divide the 34, the round neck 34. Mine is 34, I divide it into 4. 34 divided by 4 is 8.5. It's 8.5 I will use. So meanwhile, 8.5 like this. You can make it like this. You can place your tape like this and take it like this. Just for you to get the round of it, just take something like this. Like 3/4 is okay. Depends the round neck of your neck. This is my 5/3. I take it all the way to this side and make puff. So if I measure it, you give me exactly that 8.5. So I'll take my tape like this and place on it and measure it. It gives me 8.5, and I just make it 9 inches. It's okay like that. So you will determine the length of the length of the cape you're making. Like in this tutorial, I'll be taking like 7 inches for the length. So I take it plus the same allowance. I take it 7 all the way to where I want it to be. After that, I'll just use my chalk to make off of it. I'll just go it very well. So I'm done with it. I'm going to be cutting it now. I will cut it from here. I'll cut from here. So I'll be cutting it. I've cut this one. Cut the length. Remember, I folded it into 4. So I've cut it. I don't need to open any. So after that, I notched. This notching is very, very necessary so that you know where to attach it when sewing it. When sewing to the blouse, I'll notch it again. Please always notch any flare you cut. So look at it. There's no as in cutting on it. It's round. So this I will take it to the machine now. I'll fix it. See, this is the neck. So if you want to attach lining on it, you can go ahead and put it. But in this tutorial, I'm not going to be attaching lining on it. I'm just going to be folding it all the way around. So I'll take my cake like this. First of all, notch the main fabric, notch the middle part, fold it together like this, hold the two shoulders together like this, just to notch the middle part and notch it. So I've notched this middle part like this. Remember, I notched the cape. I've notched it together. What I'm going to be doing now is to take my cape like this and place it with the place I notched. I notched the cape and the main fabric. Take the two notch together like this and pin it. The two knots will come together. Use pin like this to pin it together. Make sure the two knots are together. So I'll take it again. Come to this shoulder part here of the main fabric and take this cape where I notch. Make sure it's together and pin it. So I'll pin everything around in this. I'll pin it round. So I've pinned it round. So I'm going to be sewing half inches of it or 1/4. So it's round like this. So after that, we'll come to this. So after that, I take this my pocket. So the attaching pocket now. Remember, I notched the pocket, the middle pocket like this. At the same time, where I want the pocket to start, I said I measure from the shoulder to 20. After joining my shoulder, this is when I take the measurement 20. So I'll place this my pocket like this. This is the face of the pocket, face of the fabric. I cut it one. I will fix one first and fix the other side. Now I fix this one like this. Make sure that like this place now, from here to here is 8. I said where the hand will enter is 8. I want to divide this 8 into 2 so that I will know the middle part. So this is the middle part of this one, and I've already marked the middle part of the pocket. To be easy for me, I place it there. These two middle parts join together. I use pin to pin it. I hope you understand. Please drop your message on the comments for any question. I'll be ready to answer it. So this is it. I've pinned it from this middle piece like this. So I'm going to be pinning from this edge here to this side here. This is the other side of it. So you have fixed the other side, and this is the other side. So at the same time, from that 20 again, I measure down my 8, where the hand will pass, and divide it into 2 again. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Remember, I said I've already divided the pocket itself, and I join it face to face, the face of the fabric and the face of the pocket like this. I use my pin to hold it down. Please use pin when doing any of your work. It's very, very important. If you use pin for your work, you will find it very, very easy. And try and follow this method to do your work. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy. So I'll pin it straight down to here. Now pin is finished. So I'm going to be sewing from here. I will sew like half inches. I will sew it straight to where this pocket is. Just to hold the pocket. I will sew the pocket before joining the two sides. So as I've joined these two pockets and join the other side, that is how we join the left hand side. This one is the right hand side. So I'm going to be joining the right hand side. I hope you understand this drawing. So after this, I'll be attaching the sleeve. So I will attach everything before sewing it. To start, I'll be attaching the sleeve now. See this, where I notch. I will attach it from this shoulder here. So this like this. I will attach my shoulder before joining the two sides. You can join the two sides before attaching your sleeve. But in this video, I attach my sleeve before closing the two sides. So I take the place I notch like this, the notch side, and this shoulder side of the fabric. Make sure it's together and use paint to hold it. Like I said, I like using paint for all my work. It makes the work easier, especially the beginners. Now I'm going to be sewing my sleeve. Sew my sleeve all the way to this side. Same thing here. Attaching this one again here. Second one. I will take the second one again and from this notch side and this shoulder side, I join it together like this. Like I said, I use my pin again and pin it like this. Make sure the notching side and the shoulder are together. So I'm going to be sewing this. So after this, remember after the cape, pocket, after the pocket, the sleeve, I'm showing you those things. And the damp part, I said at the damp part, I'll be attaching a gather for this. Yes, that's gather. We just want to design, make one design on this. So this is a gather. I've explained how I cut the length of this gather, as the width of the gather, the length and the wideness. So the design I'm making for this gather is this. As you can see, this design like this. I fold 1 inch. I bend it. I fold it like this. See the folding like this. I fold it. I fold 1 inch like this. Let me explain it. Now I fold like this. I fold it like this. See? And I sew on top the folding like this. Because I want this shape. When I'm sewing it, I will show you how I'm going to be attaching it. Like I said, I fold 1 inch and sew on top the 1 inch straight for where I want my length of the gather to be. Look at the design like this, how it come out. I've drawn the gathers. After I sew, I make gather sewing straight down. After that, I start drawing the rope like this. I draw it to reach the size of the length I want for my fabric. See the design of this. So when I'm fixing it now, let me show you how I'm attaching it. So this is how I will attaching it. I will attach it from this. This is mat or display, the main fabric, the main gown, and this is my gather. I'm not going to be attaching it like this. If I make it like this, if I sew it like this, if I take it like this, if I sew it like this. If I sew it like this, if I put it like that and sew it like this, the shape is not going to, I'm not going to get what I want, the style that I want. If it's normal gather style, this is how you will join it and sew. But because I'm making different design entirely, so I'm not going to be join it like this. This is how I'll be joining it. I'll be joining it like this. I'll place it like this. Remember to remove your, I'll place it like this. Remember to remove your 1 inches sewing allowance. I'll start from here. I'll be pinning it like this. See? So I will pin it like this. After pinning it like this, after sewing it, the side I want will definitely come out. This is the style I need. See? See here? So I'm going to pin it all the way down, all the way to the end. So after that, you see the design will now begin at the down part. So after that, I will now bring it and join. I will show you before joining it. I've joined both the two sides. I've joined the pocket also. I measured this the round sleeve. Measure the round sleeve here. My round sleeve is 7.5. That's 15 divided by 2, 7.5. And I take it from there. Remember, I added 1 inches for the seam allowance. I use my tape and measure 1 inches. I chop it like that and use chalk to make the straight line from the where I'm going to be sewing. So I'll be taking that 1 inch all the way to this. This is the pocket side. This is the pocket side. I hope you see it. So from this pocket side, remember I notched 20 from shoulder to where I want the pocket to start. So from that place I notched, that is where I follow the sewing. From the 1 inches up there, I come to this place. From that 20 inches, I measure from the shoulder. I curve it like this, like where I'm covering it with chalk. I just take it from that place. I just curve it inside to that to the where I notch. I follow you straight and make. First of all, use your chalk to make the curve. If you know you can use a machine to make the curve, start any shifting, no problem. So I just use my chalk and make curve like this. I make curve like this. I curve it and come to this. So I come to this side. Remember after I notch 20 from shoulder to here, I notch another. I took another 8 from here to here, where my hand can pass through. From that 8 I notch, I will now take my chalk and curve it again inside and bring it and take it down to that part. So that is how I fix. That is how I join the sleeve and the pocket and close it this time. Remember I said I want gather at the down part. I have joined the gather. I'm going to show you. I've joined the gather. See the gather. See what I was talking about. The design I want. See it like this. See? This is it. Because remember I fold 1 inch before making this gather. To avoid the roughness on this. So it makes it look very neat and fine. See at this. I hope you see very well. Look at the design of it. Yeah. So it's very, very easy to make. That is how I made this all the way around. Very easy. Please once again, if you have not subscribed already, please just help me to subscribe on this channel. Press on that red button down there and subscribe for me. That is the way you will support me on this channel. Just subscribe for me, like this my video and share my video. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you as it is so. Bye bye. I love you.